This is my 9th year in Paris, teaching for Acting International. And this summer in New York will be my 10th year teaching in New York for Acting International. So I don't know if it's the way just the vibe is in this school, but the people that I worked with in New York seemed hungry to learn, just hungry to learn. And it's so thrilling for a teacher, for somebody to want what you have to offer. And I fell in love with the people in the room. I fell in love with Irina, and I knew that it was a relationship I wanted to continue. And so I contacted you and I said, do you ever bring people to Paris? And I don't think you'd ever done it before. But somehow the world opened up. I have an opportunity to do something here that I don't get to do anyplace else, and that is teach in English. I teach in English with a translator to people who are French-speaking people. Sometimes people speak English, sometimes they don't. But we assume that they don't. I say what I say, the translator translates it into French, and a remarkable thing happens, which is when I speak to the students and they speak to me, I feel that I have an opportunity to listen to them, not necessarily to what they say. I don't have any French. I don't have much more now than I did 10 years ago. But I get a chance to listen to someone. The way I like to think about it is breath to breath, or soul to soul, or heart to heart. Music of a person's being, a person's body language, a person's tone of voice, the changes in the musculature of the face, look in the eye, is so rich. And we're all seeing that all the time, but we don't pay much attention. The intimacy of the work between an actor and an acting teacher is crucial, and it's so powerful. I have to be trusted in order for what I offer to have value. In order to be trusted, I have to be as honest as I can be. I can't be pretending one thing while I'm asking people for their truth. So there's something in that exchange that has nothing to do with theater and everything to do with theater, which is very special to me. It is my deepest spiritual work. That's what I love best about it. Now, I don't think there's any way that you can approach acting with any technique and not realize that you're looking in a great big mirror, and at the same time you're asking your audience to look at you as the mirror. So you have to be there, and it has to be you, otherwise people can't see you. I'm working with the actor as an instrument. It's not so much a psychological journey or a motivational journey. I believe that we come into the world with the desire to play, because that's the way we learn how to live. That's the way we learn how to be in our lives. So I think there are some people who just don't want to give that up, want to keep playing just like they did when they were children, only now there's the experience and sensibility of the adult. If I'm looking at this body, this person, as an instrument of acting, I'm looking at where that instrument is in tune and where it's out of tune. So you can be out of tune in a variety of ways, mostly caused by tension. So you can be You can be out of tune in your body because you carry so much physical tension that you can't express yourself, or you're afraid to express yourself. Your voice can be out of tune because it's not, you've learned to speak outside yourself in a way. You've learned to manufacture a voice rather than settle into the voice that comes with your body. You can be out of tune because you're afraid to look someone in the eye. You can be out of tune because you feel like crying and you think it's not okay to cry. There's so many ways that you can be this body can be out of tune. And so what I essentially, I guess, am going about doing is helping people recognize where they get in their own way, where they stop themselves from expressing themselves the way they or the script or the director or whatever wants them to or needs them to, the playwright, to bring this piece to life. And then they are empowered to, I should become irrelevant to a student. We should reach a point where I am irrelevant. It's really hard on me. But, I guess it's like a parent whose child goes off to college, and it's happening all the time for me. But when I become irrelevant, that means that person has such a knowledge of where the instrument it opens and where it closes, and what to do when it closes, and how to get through things that are strange, unusual, or frightening, or threatening to one personally, but that's where the character is taking me. So it's a fascinating operation. Human beings are always surprising to me. I work so closely with people, and I get to know people on almost a cellular level. I rarely know much about their lives. It's really irrelevant in terms of the work we're doing. But how they function in the world on a muscular level, on an energetic level, so that I never know what to expect. I never know what people are going to do, or, I never know who is going to come through. You think, you should be able to tell who are the talented ones, who are the not talented ones. It doesn't exist. It seriously doesn't exist. So that's ever a surprise. Watching somebody that I thought was hopeless become just a delightful actor, a deeply feeling, insightful, intelligent, wondrous actor. And it happens all the time, and for each person it happens over and over again. It's not like it happens once and it's over. Every role I take on demands so much more of me than I've ever looked at, that I even know is there, and in such different ways. So we're constantly being reborn. We're constantly discovering parts of ourselves that we didn't know existed, and we're sharing that. I mean, that's astounding to me. So it's not a single thing. It's the process. The process continues to surprise me and engage me and make me feel incredibly grateful to be part of it.